And welcome back to Lantern Corp videos. Today's Lantern Corp video comes to us from Ghost the Reaper, who asked the question, what Lantern card does the Master of Fear Freddy Krueger belong in? And you would think that the immediate answer would be a Yellow Lantern Corp ring, but you'd be surprised how many Lantern cards I think he might qualify for. Let's get to it. So, obviously, we got to get Yellow out of the way right now. Yellow might very well be the most likely option in terms of Lantern Corp's where I'm just going to, there we go, center that. Because he's the master of fear. He feeds on your fear, or he eats your soul, all of that stuff. He wants to scare you. And he instills great fear. Fear makes sense. But we have to keep in mind, too, that Freddy spends the majority of the movies not in the real world. He spends it in the dream world. Because Freddy, by all accounts, is dead. Like, Freddy's died, and he's died multiple times, and he's technically always dead. But they have to pull his ass out into the real world. That's where the Lantern Ring will be able to find him, ultimately. And even then, a Black Lantern Ring could find him regardless. Black is very likely the core he belongs in, because he spends most of the series being dead. Even Freddy vs. Jason, he's still dead. So, fear and death would be like the two most likely candidates. But then you also got to factor in some of the outlier ones, too. Like avarice. Freddy's a serial killer. He did it for the sheer love of it, and he kept doing it and didn't want to stop. That's avarice. Like, he was never satisfied. He just wanted to keep doing it. He could be a prawn candidate for a Orange Lantern Ring, to be honest. But then again, and weirdly enough, he could be a prime candidate for a Lantern Ring of Compassion, because to be a qualifier for this, it either needs to be your most dominant trait, or you need to have nothing. Nada. And as a serial killer / possible pedophile, I believe it's pretty much stated he was a pedophile as well. Or at least implied in the original series, flat out said in the remake. Or reboot. More or less. So, yeah, I mean, Compassion surprisingly would work. Again, this is all also on the contingency that he's in the real world and these rings can attach themselves to him. So, Compassion work, but also rage, because he is pissed off of what happened to him. Like, seriously, this man, if you want to call him man, is severely angry. So rage is something that could work. He harbors a huge, severe burning rage. So then the question immediately becomes, what Lantern Ring to works? Now, let's be clear. If we're talking about him outside the dream world, or inside the dream world, and him being dead, then it's a Black Lantern Ring. There's nothing else he can qualify for. Because that's where he spends most of his time. It would go to his body, and he would resurrect. His soul would probably go right to the Black Lantern Ring, and then back to his body. Outside in the real world, now things change up. So let's see. Black Lantern Ring still very possible, but then yellow is the next possible ability. Out of these ones are also all possible, very possible, but going from least likely to most likely. I'm going to say rage is actually least likely, because he's getting his kicks off. He's getting his kicks. He's having a lot of fun, so I think that counteracts a bit of the rage he feels. Then you get into avarice. As greedy as he is, the amount of fear he's instilling is probably greater. The fact that he's dead still probably overrides that. And I think the fact that he has no compassion overrides that as well, which leads us to compassion. The fact of the matter is that, yeah, he could still qualify. I think he could qualify for any 5 of these, quite frankly. But the thing is, it's still the fact he's going out of his way to induce fear. That's the thing. If he wasn't, I might actually lean towards the Sapphire card. It's really weird to say. The Sapphire Indigo card, sorry. But as it is, he's going out of his way to instill fear. So I would go with a Fear Lantern myself for him. A Yellow Lantern of Fear. So my money for Freddy Krueger goes on the Lantern Corp of Fear. Don't think it's a big surprise, but in a descending order, I also say his most likely candidate is the Black Lantern Corp, the Indigo Lantern Corp, the Avarice Lantern Corp, and the Rage Lantern Corp. He's got a lot of options, surprisingly. But who do you think Freddy Krueger is as a Lantern? What Lantern Corp do you think he belongs in? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It was a short one. I kind of rushed it because I got low battery. But like I said, hit that bell if you want to be notified. Put your comments in below. If you want us to review something, put the console as well. Ideas for who would win, anything I do in the channel, put that in the console. Lantern Corp ideas, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.